Hello, my name is Eugene DoigE. I'm a graduate secondary teacher based in New South Wales. My KLA is Industrial Technology, Graphics and Multimedia. Before teaching, I worked professionally as an effects artist in the VFX industry. During my career, it was important to work collaboratively, building and maintaining positive relationships through times of stress and disagreement, using clear communication and problem solving. I aim to build inclusive, equitable classrooms that are relational and student-centered, a space where students feel safe, valued, engaged, and motivated to succeed. I believe students succeed in environments that balance structure with positive relationships, and where authority is earned through consistency and values of respect and fairness, authenticity and genuine care for student well-being, not through punitive control. As Drucas reminds us, when students feel belonging and agency, they are less likely to misbehave. My strengths include proactive behaviour management, relationship building, and designing creative, purposeful lessons that engage students while supporting their autonomy, respect, and responsibility. In my context, classroom management is guided by a number of important national, state, and school level policies and legislative requirements, which together provide the framework for both safety and equity in learning. At a national level, the AITSL standards and the New South Wales Code of Ethics and Conduct frame my daily practice of explicit, high expectation teaching, respectful and inclusive communication, fair processes and accurate record keeping, and a commitment to professionalism, integrity, equity, and student safety. The disability standards require me to teach clearly and create safe environments, and to make reasonable adjustments for students with disabilities. This is so all students are presented with the same opportunity to learn. These expectations align with my personal, proactive, equitable, and student-centered approach. The Alice Springs Declaration, along with the New South Wales Wellbeing Framework, reinforce equity, belonging, and cultural responsiveness to ensure that every student is known, valued, and cared for, and supporting cognitive, physical, social, emotional, and spiritual development. At a state level, student behaviour policy and anti-bullying strategies require explicit teaching of behaviour and consistent tiered responses. In practice, a school behaviour support and management plan, SBSMP, is implemented through Positive Behaviour for Learning, PBL, providing relational support. Child protection and WHS policies make student safety and mandatory reporting the first priority. Restoration follows. I uphold duty of care by spotting concerns early, documenting objectively, and following emergency WHS procedure. Together, they align with my approach to positive learning environments, high expectations, relational, restorative responses, and student well-being. At a school level, attendance, class expectations, and critical incident plans make my welcomes, fresh starts, and de-escalation strategies consistent across classrooms. These policies act as legal and ethical boundaries for my practice. Routines establish safety and relationship and drive motivation. Fair documented processes ensure equity for every learner. These policies align close with my philosophy of proactive, relational classroom management and allows me to design learning environments that are engaging, safe, inclusive, and equitable. A holistic approach to classroom management means addressing students' academic, social, emotional, and behavioural needs rather than only focusing on compliance or grades. Guided by the New South Wales Wellbeing Framework, which recognises that wellbeing is cognitive, social, emotional, physical and spiritual, New South Wales Department of Education, 2015. Socially, we co-create class expectations and a code of conduct. I greet students by name at the door, and I structure collaboration with clear roles so everyone participates. Drucas, 1968. Emotionally, predictable and consistent routines, using a calm tone, check in regularly to build safety and trust and a genuine connection. Decky and Ryan, 1985. Behaviourally, I explicitly teach and model expectation, using a quiet redirect, a private correction, and if needed, offer a choice with support and a predictable consequence. Keeping responses private and proportionate and restoring relationships afterwards. Aero, 2023, and Drury, 2016, Rogers, 2015. Academically, teach explicitly with clear success criteria, using worked examples and scaffolds or adjustments so students see their effort linked to success. McDonald, 2019. In practice, this looks like greeting students positively at the door, co-constructing agreements and class of code conduct, pre-correct likely friction points, maintain a high positive to correction ratio, McDonald, 2019, and relationships are restored after class, Drury, 2016. Through a holistic approach, I can create a classroom that is safe, fair, and instruction-focused, where every student is respected, supported, included, and motivated to learn. New South Wales Department of Education, 2015. Partnering with parents and carers is central to student engagement and well-being. When schools build two-way, respectful relationships, learning, attendance, and social outcomes improve. Aero, 2023. This aligns with the New South Wales Wellbeing Framework's commitment to every student being known, valued, and cared for, New South Wales Department of Education, 2015. There are barriers to building relationships with parents and guardians, such as time pressures, shift work, past negative school experiences, language or cultural differences, digital access, and information overload. To try and combat and minimise these issues, my role is to be proactive, clear, and consistent. I share what we're teaching and how families can help at home. I give plain language progress with next steps. I invite families' insights about strengths, triggers, and strategies that work. So support is aligned at school and at home. Aero 2023. I set predictable contact routines, short updates, assessment calendars, and quick check-ins when patterns appear, with the aim for positive ratio so that communication feels supportive, not reactive. Aero 2023. Communication with families is done via preferred channels, offering flexible, low-friction, email, SMS, early or late calls, and communication messages will be in plain language with focusing on one clear ask. If needed, I will use interpreting or cultural liaisons support to make engagement accessible. New South Wales Department of Education, NDA. So trust grows through small wins and consistency. Collaboration becomes a partnership of shared responsibility, directly strengthening student engagement, well-being, and classroom success. Aero 2023, New South Wales Department of Education, 2015. Engagement and self-regulation should come from design, not control. For engagement, I teach routines explicitly. I model them, we practice, I give feedback, and we revisit. Aero 2023. I keep with itness by scanning, circulating, and using proximity. Conan, 1970. My instruction is explicit with clear success criteria, scaffolds, work examples, and gradual release from guided to independent work. McDonald, 2019. I build regular chances to respond using strategies such as think, pair, share, mini whiteboards, or calling on students by name with suitable wait times. Goss et al., 2017. Before transitions, I give brief reminders so that the lesson keeps moving. Aero 2023. I maintain relationships and engagement with specific behaviour-linked praise, aiming for a positive to corrective balance. Aero 2023, McDonald 2019. For self-regulation, I follow Aero's staged approach. I monitor all students, non-intrusive cues, then a brief private correction. Then, if needed, I give a choice so learning can continue. I use a calm tone with simple directions. Aero 2023, McDonald 2019. I also set short, specific goals and use simple self-monitoring strategy consistent with MTSS and PBL so progress is visible and support can be adjusted. Aero 2024, New South Wales Department of Education, ND. Why this prevents problems. Predictable routines and clear, explicit teaching lower cognitive load and anxiety, helping students start quickly and stay orientated. McDonald 2019. High response rates keeps attention on task. Goss et al., 2017. And proximity, non-verbal cues, and pre-corrections allow early, quiet redirection. Aero 2023. Specific praise reinforces desired behaviours. Praise that is timely, genuine, informative, and specific reinforces positive student behaviours. Aero 2023. This creates a safe, fair, instructional first environment where learning time is maximised. These strategies align with my proactive, relational, and student-centered philosophy, balancing clear structure and high expectations with belonging, autonomy, competence, and relatedness, preventative witness, and restorative repair, and where authority is earned through fairness and care, not through control. Drukas, 1968, Decky and Ryan, 1985, Coonan, 1970.